Hello, guys, and welcome back to the latest episode of my Chelsea save. This is episode 13, and this is how we're getting on with my Chelsea save. So, you join us on the 1st of October, which means it's time to review September and everything with the goings on, and so to speak. So, the first thing to note is an injury to Christian Pulisic. Let's just have a look at when he got the injury. So he got the injury in the middle of this month, sprained knee ligaments. He also had the same injury at the start of the year when he wasn't with us. He was still at Dortmund at the time, sprained knee ligaments. That was on the other knee, so he's got bad ligaments by the looks of it. He also had a twisted ankle with him just a couple of weeks, a month or so before that. So hopefully it's not going to be a common thing with him. We don't know him too well as a player yet. This is his first season with us, and to be out already isn't a good sign, to be honest with you. But that is the negative. The positive is we've got another brilliant right winger in Federico, who has been doing a fantastic job. And if we just have a look at his form at the moment, yeah, you can see he's doing a fantastic job there. He's got a couple of sixes in there, 6.8, 6.8, 6.7, but when he's played well, 8, 8.5. Even when he's not playing well, he's assisting in games. So I think that he's just bedding in at the minute, and I think that he's going to become a real asset to my side. So we'll start with the fixtures for the month and see what we've done. So we've played just the 5 games in September. We have had a Champions League game and a Carabao Cup game. But we started out with a game against Tottenham in the league. And it was a game we ran out 1-0 winners in. It was a game that we felt was going to be difficult going into. Tottenham, obviously, a side that are competing for top 4 now. So anytime you're playing against a side that's competing for the top 4, it's going to be a difficult game. And it was a close game in the end. We ran out 1-0 winners thanks to an N'Golo Kante goal. We went with as full a team as we could. It was just really difficult to break them down. Our next game in the league, in the month of September, was a Champions League game. Let's just have a look at this game. So we went, we have Anderlecht visit Stamford Bridge, and we went with our full team. So we've got Kepa in goal, Alonso, Rudiger, Zuma, Zabakostra across the back, Jorginho, and then we've got a bit of a makeshift midfield with Hudson-Odoi and Drinkwater in there, but we have got the other 2 full players in Loftus-Cheek and Chisa with Abraham up front. And as you can see, we've dominated this game. We've completely outgunned them. More clear-cut chances. The passing was a lot better. And our average ratings were a lot better compared to Anderlecht. Goal scorers in this game was Federico, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Alonso. It was never in any doubt. Plenty of greens there. The only player not to start without a green that started was the goalkeeper. And when you're not getting any shots against you, you're not going to build any greens up, are you, for the goalkeeper? The next game in the league was a 3-0 win over Cardiff. Opened the goal scoring with an own goal before Kante and Loftus-Cheek put goals in for us. It was a game we dominated. Cardiff didn't even get a shot off. Possession we've dominated as well. Clearly passing a lot better now. We're always above the 80% mark since we've gone to this formation. And the average rating, 7.55 to a 6.55. So if we leave that and go to the next match we played, was a Carabao Cup 3rd round game against Aston Villa. So we travelled to Aston Villa for this game. We went with our second string team, which I said we would do in the cup competitions. We've got Blackman in goal. We've got Emerson, Rudiger, David Luiz, Athwilacquer across the back, Bakayoko holding with Hudson and Doy, Kante, Mount, and Federico across the middle with Batshuayi up front. Look at that for a solid side that you would call your second string team. That's, again, no shots off against us. We clearly were a more attacking side. 50-50 on possession. Again, 84% on passes completed for ourselves. And we're just under that 7 marker for the average ratings. David Luiz with the first goal, and then Aston Villa polled on the misery for themselves with an own goal. 2-0 that game. The next game and final game of the month was Liverpool. Probably our toughest game of the season so far. It was very even throughout. Liverpool, a side that are going for that Premier League, they're predicted to finish one place above us if you go by what the betting was looking like at the start of the season. But we managed to turn them over at Stamford Bridge. We got the chances, we converted the better of the chances, and we got the 1-0 win in the end. They did manage to back us into 70%, 77% as far as pass completion goes. And that's the first time it's dropped out of the 80s this season, but I'm happy with that. We got the result in the end. Memphis Depay on the score sheet again. And as you can see, Federico, an 8 rating this time. Look at that. 4 key passes, 2 chance created, and an assist. He's so good. He's such a good player. So that was it for fixtures this month. If we have a look at the news, what club news there is. So we've got, I won the Manager of the Month accolade again, with the 1-0, the 3-0 and the 1-0. Always good to get the manager accolade again. Anything else in there? We've pulled Wolves in the Carabao Cup. They're in 7th place in the Premier League at the minute. They're doing quite well. Who's their best player at the minute? Of the players that are playing regularly, Jose Montinho, he's a brilliant player, he is. If I didn't have Loftus-Cheek, he might be a player that I'd look at signing. He's a little bit old for my teams though. So if we carry on looking down, anyone else in there? English Player of the Month, what we got? So what the player analyst saying at the minute? Anything about us? Hazard has made the most dribbles in competition with an average of 4 attacking runs per game. That's not too bad, is it? And that's that as far as that goes. So let's have a look how the loan players that we've got out on loan are getting on. So we've got Ramin out on loan. He's doing well at 7.29. Masonda's playing pretty much every game for Vitesse at the minute. Pasalic at Stoke is getting up there as well. And Moses. There's no real goal scorers out on loan. I can't see any strikers out on loan that I'd expect to see more goals coming from. Morata, only 1 goal in 4 starts and a substitute appearance. Got a feeling he's going to end up back at Stamford Bridge, you know. I don't want him coming back. I could do with the money at the end of the season. So that's the players that are out on loan. Let's have a look at how they are rating me as a manager at the moment. So my profile. So has anything changed over here? Press on most to see the assistant. Rarely communicates directly with his players. I think that's wrong. I do communicate with my players. That's why I've got such a good holding in the dynamics. Let's just have a look at. So we've been at Chelsea for 463 days now. We've won 6 awards. We've already earned nearly £10 million. We've bought in 2 players for a total of 127 million, sold 8 for a total of 150. So we're keeping Chelsea in the green as far as the transfers go. With 76 games played, I've got a win ratio of 85%. That's not bad at all. and we've almost racked up 200 goals in that time. So let's just have a look at how the dynamics are looking now. So both of these are moved into the excellent as far as dressing room atmosphere and managerial support goes. Got 2 players currently unhappy. I think this Jorginho one isn't unhappy, because he's always there, but it only ever says 2. And when there was 3, it said 4. When there was 4 players in here, it said 3. So I reckon that's a little bit of a glitch, But yeah, we spoke about these last time. Nothing's changed on them yet, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens as far as they go. The one thing we didn't get to look at last time was the competitions and how we're getting on, and that was because we'd purely only just started out. So we've got the Premier League here. As you can see, we're in 2nd position behind Arsenal on goal difference. Let's have a look how close that goal difference is. So it's only a 2 goal difference. Arsenal scored 19. We've only scored 16, but we've conceded a goal less than them as well. So it's very close at the moment. If we head back and check out the players, how we're doing. So Depay's top goal scorer in the league at the moment with 7 in 7. If he can keep returning that, he'll be one of the best goal scorers of all time in the Premier League. Federico's up there with Player of Match Awards for 2, even with the top. Kepa's top on clean sheets with 5 clean sheets already this season. Federico has 3 assists, which is best for 2nd in the league at the moment. And if we check out how the other competitions are going, so as you've seen, we've played 1 game in the Champions League, and we are currently 2nd in our group behind AS Monaco. As far as Super Cup goes, we're out of that. We lost to Paris Saint-Germain, as covered before in the last episode. We haven't entered the FA Cup yet. We spoke about getting Wolves in the next round of the Carabao Cup, and we won the Community Shield. So that's how it's looking at the moment. If you join me for the next stage, we've got 6 games in the next section, which would be Monaco, Southampton, West Brom, Ludo, Fulham and Wolves in the Carabao Cup 4th round. I can't see any real banana skins there. Possibly Monaco will be a bit of a banana skin. We've had our issues with Fulham in the past, but the last game may have put that to bed. So hopefully we'll have a clean sweep through there as well, but you just don't know what's around the corner. Someone big could get injured, we could have a virus go through, anything could happen. But to see all them clean sheets there in the last game, in the last month, all the greens that are up there, the only one that isn't green is the game that we lost in extra time. I think we should be alright. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and let me know what you think to the channel. And I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.